Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Holden Blaze, and today we're going to be talking about where I think we are in this crypto cycle, when I think Bitcoin is going to top out, and when to expect alt season. I personally think that we still have a long ways to go in this bull market, and I want to quickly cover why I think we still have over a year left in this bull market. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. However, I want to show you this Bitcoin chart. Now, I do not do much technical analysis on this channel. I believe it's mostly irrelevant when it comes to cryptocurrency. However, this very simple chart shows us when Bitcoin tops out and when it bottoms out. Looking back in history, we can see in 2013, Bitcoin topped out in December, which was also the case in 2017. And in 2021, Bitcoin topped out in November. All of these topping out points happened in the year following the Bitcoin halving. The Bitcoin halving occurred earlier this year in 2024, and so if history repeats itself like it's done throughout time, then Bitcoin should be topping out sometime in Q4 of 2025. Now, I personally believe we may top out in October and not even run up in November and December as more people realize this pattern and front run the selling. However, we will cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, we have to acknowledge that if history repeats, we still have a long time left in this bull market. We have to note that it is quite normal for bull markets to last much longer than the bear markets, and almost all of the bear markets last for exactly 1 year. This is going to be very useful information to remember in 2026 when Bitcoin is in the gutter, because basically 1 year or 13 months after the first topping out point, Bitcoin reached a bottom. The same thing occurred in 2017 and 2018. It was almost exactly 12 months apart from when Bitcoin topped out and bottomed out, and the same thing happened in 2021 and 2022. It's almost exactly 12 months from the topping out point to the bottoming out point, and then after bottoming out, Bitcoin has proven itself to run for a very long extended period of time. Now, obviously, there are drastic pullbacks in Bitcoin's price in this run up, and that is completely normal. As Bitcoin gains more market share, there will always be some sort of shakeout event. However, we have to note that since the Bitcoin ETFs have passed, Bitcoin has been unable to dump as dramatically as it has done in the past. I really think there's a lot of money bound in those ETFs that is holding Bitcoin price up, and it's going to play a large factor in this upcoming bull run. Right now, I think it's really silly to get fearful with Bitcoin and crypto because Bitcoin itself is literally just consolidating on top of previous all-time highs. That is almost as bullish as you can get on any sort of chart, and I'm not worried about Bitcoin going up whatsoever. I think it's going to go up very dramatically in the coming months of this year, and with that, all of the altcoins will follow. It's completely normal for Bitcoin to be the best performer for the first period of a bull market. However, there's always some tipping point when the altcoins start to outperform Bitcoin. Right now, we have not even got to that point, and it shows us how much time we have left in this bull market. If we want to look at the number of days it takes from Bitcoin bottoming at the cycle low to hitting a cycle high, we have to go all the way back to 2011. This was the shortest bull run for Bitcoin. However, it experienced such dramatic percentage gains that it is kind of an anomaly. This period lasted for about 734 days, whereas the following bull market lasted for over 1,000 days. It lasted roughly 1,070 days, which is very similar to the previous bull market we saw, which lasted roughly the same exact amount of time. If we go ahead and assume that this cycle is going to follow last cycle and the previous cycle before that, then we should extend this bar roughly 1,070 days. That would put us in October of 2025. That is exactly where I was talking about previously. There's a lot of things that point to us topping out in Q4 of 2025, and I personally do not think we're going to top out in December. I think we could top out in November, but it is very likely we top out in October of 2025. That gives us a ton of time as we're sitting in June of 2024. We can still hold all of our bags for over a year's time in theory and be able to cash out during euphoria. I'm making this video not to try to predict the absolute top for Bitcoin. I think that's meaningless, but I want to show you a general range of when I think Bitcoin will top out And I have to tell you that we still have a lot of juice left in the tank. We kind of made it halfway through this bull market at this point, but history has shown us the most dramatic gains happen in the late stages of a bull market, when euphoria truly starts to flood into the market and the everyday Joe starts talking about cryptocurrency. I hope this video was able to calm the nerves of some of you investors. I've been seeing a lot of FUD out there, and while I am not a financial advisor, I advise you to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. I really hope I find your face on some of these other videos around my channel, but if not, have a great day. Peace out.